What is MARP and what does it measure? You may be familiar with paper and pencil tests where all students are asked the same questions and spend a fixed amount of time taking the test. MARP is different. MARP is a computer adaptive test, which means every student gets a unique set of test questions based on responses to previous questions. As the students answer correctly, questions will get harder. If the student answers incorrectly, the questions will get easier. By the end of the test, most students will answer about half the questions correctly. MARP can follow students wherever they are starting from, regardless of the grade that they are in. For instance, if an 8th grader is actually reading like a 10th grader, MARP will be able to identify that. Or if a 10th grader is doing math like an 8th grader, MARP will identify that. Both things are incredibly important for a teacher to know because they allow your teachers to plan instruction efficiently and down to an individual level. In the high school, during the testing periods, we will offer 2 tests, one reading and one math. So what is a RIT score? When students finish, they receive a score, a number called a RIT score. This score represents a student's achievement level at a given moment in the school year when the test is given. Taken over time, the scores can compute a student's academic growth. Think of this like height on a growth chart. You can tell how tall you are at various points in time and how much you have grown between one time and another. The RIT scale is a stable, equal interval scale, like feet and inches. Equal interval means that a change of 10 RIT points indicates the same thing regardless of whether a student is at the top, bottom or middle of the scale. And a RIT score has the same meaning regardless of grade level or age of the student. Scores over time can be compared to tell how much growth a student has made, similar to measuring height with a ruler. So how often will you take the MARP test? Well, in the high school, we have the test twice a year, once at the start of the year and once at the end. And during each period, as mentioned earlier, you will have one reading test and one math test. Having one at the start and one at the end will allow us to generate your growth measurement. So how long is a MARP test? Well, most students take less than an hour to complete a MARP test. However, MARP is not timed, and students may take as much time as they need to complete them. So is MARP a standardised test? How is it different from other tests? When we talk about other tests, usually we're talking about subject-specific tests, exams, or the SATs. These are designed to measure what students already know based on what is expected at their grade level. As a way to measure grade level proficiency, MARP is designed to measure student achievement in the moment and growth over time, regardless of grade level, so it is quite different. Another difference is the timeliness of the results. MARP gives quick feedback to teachers, principals, students and your parents. Teachers receive immediate results with MARP that show what students know, but also what they are ready to learn. The results can be used to help personalise lessons at an appropriate level for the students. So once a test is finished, what information will you receive? Well, we will provide your student progress report. This report contains information and scores from a student's most recent and past MARP tests. This data is often used during parent conferences. Your teachers will often discuss your scores and associated data. This is important so that we all have a full understanding of how the information can be used. Also, your teachers and parents will want to know about how they can use your reading and MARP scores to identify resources which can be used in the classroom, but also resources that can support home learning.
Created using Powtoon.